We have a new floor plan layout here from Entegra Coach in this Esteem XL. This is going to give you the max sleeping capacity that you could ask for in a highly capable Super C motorhome to go almost wherever you want to go. Let's go take a look. Welcome back to another video, y'all. If you're new here, my name is Miles with Firmly Unbound, and we are here taking a look at the 2025 Entegra Coach Esteem XL. This is their brand new floor plan for 2025. It is a 33F. So this here basically is going to give you like a max sleeping capacity in a highly capable Super C motorhome on this F600 chassis. You can see there, this thing looks great. It's a very nice, sleek looking motorhome, very modern design, you know, just white, gray, and black on the outside, no crazy colors or anything like that, which I appreciate and I think looks really good on this Ford chassis. You can see you have black wheels here as well, black rims, and then it is lifted. But let me go through some of the specs real quick. And before I do that, real quick, if you are looking for your next RV, there is a link down below in the comments and description where you can find over 100 different locations across the United States that you can find your next RV with Blue Compass, who we are here filming with today. So you can check that out there. They have resources all over the country where you can, you know, find your next RV more easily. So on this F600 chassis, it is a 4x4, and then it has a 6.7 liter Power Stroke V8 turbo diesel engine. It's going to have 330 horsepower and 950 pound-feet of torque. Has a 10-speed transmission. It has G-rated tires, and then it's going to have the steel wheels on it. So on this 33F, these are a steel wheel on there, so very nice. It has a dual fuel tank, so it has a 26.5 gallon fuel tank and a 40 gallon fuel tank, and then it has a 2-inch rear lift. It also has a more heavy duty rear stabilizer bar and then a standard front stabilizer bar. 2,000 watt inverter, 200 watts of solar up on the roof. And then outside here, also important to talk about how it has a seamless front cap here. So this front cap is all one molded piece. Pretty dang impressive, thinking they're able to, you know, create this one single piece molded front cap that looks really great there. And then that is an automotive bonded windshield up on the top there. Also not only looks cool, but is going to be a great experience for whoever may be using that bunk, whether it's, you know, sleeping at night or going down the road or whatever it may be. And because it's automotive bonded, it's bonded the same way this windshield is, so that will help prevent any leaks over time. Now, not gonna spend too much time on the outside because I know y'all want to see the inside first, so let's go in and take a look. Another thing to point out with Entegra though is they do have a 2-year base limited warranty, so that is going to be one of the only motorhome brands or just RV brands in general doing a 2-year base warranty as opposed to just a single-year warranty. See your side cameras right here as we walk inside. You have your power step, and then you have your TV outside. That is a 40-inch Connects TV. That is a smart TV out here with JBL speakers, and that all sits underneath the awning here. As we step inside, underneath here, you're going to have access to that looks like hydraulic fluid down underneath there. That's actually the first time I lifted up that step. But right away, with this step, I always struggle to get these back down because you got to like push it back all the way. You can tell the quality. This is all metal around here. It's not plastic. So like that, you have your auto leveling system right here, making your camping easier and more seamless from when you get to your campsite to actually enjoying the camping, trying to slow down, or not slow down, sorry, speed up that process that can feel slow at times. As we step inside, let's go through the sleeping right away because you can see the dining table here and the sofa. Both of these are going to make into beds. And then you have the cab over the driver's area here. So this is a nice bed area for up to 2 adults with this space. And then as we turn back around, you're going to have your bunks back here. So 2 individual bunk beds, and you have a bed here in the back. Now this looks like this is about a queen size bed. We'll start here in the back and then work our way forward. If I just lay down on this bed back with my head on the pillow, you can see here I'm 6'2" with these shoes on. So to the end of that shoe is about 6'2". This is with my head on the pillow. Maybe not, it would probably hit the back wall. So I would say this bed's probably about 70 to 72 inches long or so. I just don't have the exact specs on the measurements of this bed. Looks like it, you know, in this position, it would fit a larger bed. However, you have to consider there is a slide out on this motorhome. So this slide out is going to push in right here, which will likely prevent the possibility for adding a longer bed if you wanted something longer than what this is. And in fact, while we're sitting here, I may be able to look and see what the exact bed size is on here. Yeah, okay, I can. It is a, oh gosh, it's small print. Oh goodness. It's a 60 by 74. Okay, so 74-inch long bed. Pretty close to what I suspected. So not like fantastic, but definitely gets the job done. If you're just taller, you're gonna have to sleep with your legs bent just a little bit or have them hanging off the edge of the bed. Something I've been dealing with my entire life. You have a storage space up here. Ceiling height in this motorhome is fantastic. Cabinetry color in here I really like. And of course, let me know what you think as we go through this video as well. So right here, you can see my height here being 6'2", how much room I have, even at these shorter points going through the doors. Incredible there. And then since we're on the subject of height, let's just get into the shower real quick as well. These are some of the most important things that I like to show just because I know it's what, you know, my audience that is here typically looks for from me. Now, if this is one of your first time seeing one of my videos, welcome. Appreciate you being here. So you can see here in the shower, 6'2". You have height in here probably to be about 6'6", 6'7". With the skylight, this covers almost the entire area that you would stand in here in the shower. This shower head does sit a little low, so I would have to duck to get underneath that, but it is a wand, so you can move that around. So that kind of talks about everything there with the height measurements. Going back into the bedroom, individual reading lights for each person. You have windows that will open up here. These are frameless windows on the outside, and you do have pull down blackout shades on these windows. Also going to have wood framed windows, so that looks nice. Bedside tables on both sides, although this side does get the priority with a little bit bigger bedside table, a little bit larger storage than the other side. You have outlets there, and then on this side, you're going to have a wireless charging pad that does pop up and also have USB ports on it. So you can see the USB port there, and there is just that single USB port. Oh, there's also a USB Type-C port on this other side right here that I can't show. So that is very nice. You have outlets there. And this mattress is definitely more premium than like your standard RV mattress. Storage underneath the bed, it is not strut assisted, but it does have this bar right there to hold the bed up, kind of like the hood of a truck might have, or a hood of a vehicle. So you can keep that held up if you're loading things up in there for storage. You can tell it's a more quality mattress as well. Between the mattress and that really thick base that it sits on, it's a little bit heavy. Not terribly heavy, but a little bit heavy. Storage back through here, and then you have some bigger drawers there as well. So pretty good amount of storage, and anything above the bed height will be accessible while you're going down the road. But anything that sits at like this level of where the bed is at, this is gonna come right up onto the bed when you are traveling, and you have that slide closed. Wardrobe storage, you'll be able to access all this going down the road, and you have that ladder to get up into the bunk on this motorhome. 2 ACs in here. The main AC in the living room also has a heat pump on it, so that can get you an electric heat source there to help not put so much stress on the furnace to keep this thing warm when needed. You have your AC back here. They are ducted through this motorhome, and then this also can just dump air straight down into this space through those openings. Finally, window on the back, as you probably saw, pull down blackout shade on that window. Dual entrance into the bathroom, but we're gonna go this way first through the bunks. So you have your bunks here. They both have tablet holders. So kind of funny how we've seen, you know, going away from any sort of like TV setups in a lot of these bunks in motorhomes like this to tablet holders, as that's what most people have nowadays. So you'll have that there. You have a light in here, nice big window for whoever is staying in this bunk. And then another bunk down here, kind of similar setup with some pull-out drawers. And then the length on these bunks, look at that drawer right there. See if I can find the specs. Well, let's just do this, you know? Let's set the camera up, and I'm going to actually lay down in here for y'all and show you how I fit in the space. So, yeah, this looks like it's, or feels like it's probably right around 6 feet in length. So I have to kind of scrunch my head over just a little bit to sleep here, but I could definitely bend my knees just a little bit and get by. But I would not be able to fully extend out all the way with these shoes on. If I took my shoes off, I'd probably be pretty dang close. But it's probably right at about 6 feet there for that bunk length. Privacy curtains for the bunk beds. If you can hear it, I don't know if you can or not. The AC is a little bit noisy in here. Not so noisy that I feel like I have to talk over it, but when I stand underneath it, I definitely can hear it. If I close these up, that does make it a little bit quieter, but it is not like, it's not super silent on the air conditioner. You have your access into the bathroom here. So going into the bathroom, you can see how everything is designed for you to be able to get through this motorhome with the slides closed. I'm not going to push them in and out because I don't want to mess anything up here at the show, and I don't know if we have enough power to be able to make sure it does that efficiently here at this show. But this is rounded off, so when the slide comes in, you will have a walkway that goes down through here and then goes this way. You can open this door up to get into the bathroom. And then this will also give you your direct access to the bed in the bedroom with the slide closed. You have a porcelain foot flush toilet. It does sit a little bit elevated to give you a more natural seating position there. And then right here we have liquefied. So this is your toilet treatment here that you can get on Amazon. So go check that out. And you'll also be seeing this on Blue Compass shelves in their parts departments here real soon. So you can find that there as well. But go check that out on Amazon. Make sure your RV is always smelling fresh. You have a really nice looking kind of charcoal stainless steel sink in here. Good looking faucet, medicine cabinet, 2 shelves in there. And then you have a water filtration system underneath here with your storage space. Solid wood cabinet doors. And then your shower here, it is this radius shower. Again, we kind of looked at this, and you have that height adjustable shower head, but it does not go all the way up as high as it could. I wish they would have just extended this up a little bit more so you could get a little bit more height on that, but they did not choose to go that route. A lot of times they will choose to mount those shower heads kind of at the same height as what this is, instead of going higher than that so you don't spray water out of here. But I don't know, I would like if they just did it anyways and give me an option to tilt the shower head down a little bit for us taller people. You have your vent fan up in here, and you have your hook there to hang any towels or clothes. And your paper towel holder, or not paper towel, toilet paper holder right there. Going into the kitchen space, you have a pretty standard RV size oven. Nothing too crazy there. And then you have underneath here some storage with your sink covers. That is good storage for pots and pans. Underneath your sink, storage space down through there. 2 pull-out drawers here. And then you don't have any heat running through the flooring, so you can see that vent right there. That is what is going to put out your heat from the furnace, so you don't have any vents in the floor. Good amount of countertop space. This is a solid surface countertop. Have a charcoal stainless steel sink. Your faucet here looks really nice, kind of like I always struggle with what I would say these look like. What kind of decor setting they would fit, but definitely a little bit more interesting, a little bit more rugged looking. Open these up, you have your storage space there, and then this is a flexible hose here on the faucet. Another pop-out charging tower here. So the other ones in the bedroom didn't pop out like this, but this is a wireless charging pad on top. And then you have USB Type-C port here, your standard USB port, and 2 outlets there. Not a real tile backsplash. This is a fake tile backsplash here. 3-burner gas stove. And you have your microwave, standard microwave, but it is a residential size. And as we go through this, I really feel like this is a great price Super C motorhome. It's definitely not trying to be one of the most expensive motorhomes by any means, so definitely a price-friendly option. You get this huge refrigerator in here. This is massive for a Super C like this. Really love this. You can see the freezer section here, and then your refrigerator section. Definitely enough food storage in there to, allow you enough food storage for like a multi-week trip. Then you have all your controls here. For the motorhome, you do have 12-volt heat pads for your water tanks. Again, front and back AC. You have your generator on here with the auto gen start, and I believe, if I remember correct, it's a 6,000 watt generator, but we'll look at that when we go outside. All of your light controls here. You can dim all your lights as well. See if it doesn't show that on here, but most of your lights in this motorhome do have dimming capabilities, and they're going to be on the other panels that we'll see throughout this motorhome. Here's your controls for the AC. You can see your heat pump right there as well, slide out controls, and then all of your different settings here for the motorhome. This will also connect to your phone, so you can control this motorhome from your phone. This little sensor here, sometimes get questions about this. That is monitoring the temperature in here that is programmed to the air conditioner. You do have a little bit of storage down underneath the refrigerator. And then it does have a latch up there to hold these closed while you're going down the road. Definitely important. My family has had a fridge open up on us in the middle of travel and had eggs spill everywhere and break and all kinds of stuff. It was a mess. So definitely want to make sure you do that. Storage space all up through here. You have another window here looking out into your campsite. And that's something I really like about this floor plan here in particular, is you have that really nice, campsite window and view of your campsite that you don't always get in other Super C motorhomes. So I really appreciate that in this floor plan layout. Sofa here, furniture on this feels a bit of like a slight step up from what you would get in some other towable RVs, like a fifth wheel or something like that. It's not like the most premium, doesn't feel like an Airstream, I wouldn't say, but it definitely doesn't feel bad. Comfortable seating, you have your TV up there, it will swivel around, so everybody sitting in this area, whether it's the dining table, I guess except for these people right here, but anybody sitting on this side of the dining table or the sofa can see the TV. And then this will make into a bed. So let's see here. Yeah, it'll collapse down. Makes into a small bed. It's not anything crazy, but it does lay down flat like that. And that does give you room for some storage down underneath here. This could be like a good little hidden storage spot as well. Good spot to put some pew-pew devices if that's stuff that you take along with you. It looks like most of what you could bring along with you would fit under there. I think that would be my family's choice of where to put things like that in this motorhome. So good spot for something like that. With your dining table, it is legless, so this does have the ability to drop down and make into a bed, but you don't have any legs here to deal with, hitting your feet on, getting in and out of here. Of course, you'll have seat belts on all your seating positions in here, so able to seat quite a bit of people going down the road, as you should be able to with the sleeping capacity in here. Table here, it's pretty thin. It's a nice material though, but it feels like it's a wrap table. I don't know the exact material that they built this with, but feels pretty solid as far as how it's mounted to the sidewall there. And then nice big window on this side. So windows all around and definitely looking great. Underneath here, you will have storage space. You can see how thick the base is underneath here. This is nice too, just giving you good support under there. And you can see your storage space down through here. And it looks like there's something else under there. I'm not sure what that is exactly, but nonetheless, you can get under your booth dinette seating down underneath here and on the other side. So you will have storage space under there. It is a slight step up into this area, as you can see right there with the slide out function. JBL sound system in here. This cargo netting kind of helping keep stuff in place here while you're going down the road if you store things up there. The windshield is a really cool aspect of this motorhome. Like I said, whether you're sleeping up in this space or just traveling down the road or whatever and want to look out this window, you have a huge windshield there to be able to look out that is tinted, 40-inch screen TV inside, and then it does have cup holders, some storage spots throughout here, and you have outlets and USB ports in that corner there. Controls for the lights and shade on this front area are here, and of course you have a privacy curtain going across the top. Now you can step right down into the driver's cab area in this Super C. So you're able to hop down here into your F600 chassis. This driver's seat is slid forward quite a bit, so it'd be hard for me to get into that seating position right now. It does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with a touchscreen display there. Goodness gracious, get my words out. Oh my gosh. And one of the biggest appeals to a Super C like this is it's like driving a truck. If you've driven a Ford truck before, this is going to be the exact same experience pretty much, and going to be really delightful to drive and much less intimidating for most people than something like a bigger Super C motorhome or like a Class A motorhome like we see in the background here. Much less intimidating, much more intuitive to what you're used to from your regular driving experience. A couple other things like up here, let's see. You have an outlet right there. That is definitely important. I have found things like having 120 volt plugs in my truck to be very valuable. You also have a 12-volt plug right there, USB and USB Type-C connections, another 12-volt plug. So love that as well, just having all these things up in the dash. Different drive modes. You can see obviously 4-wheel drive, so you can put it into 4-wheel drive. You have a little shelf here for storage space up here. You can put some things, and you do have this nice big middle console right here for cup holders and that little pad as well. You'll have cup holders and things like that for storage on the side of the doors like you would in a Ford chassis. And then that is pretty much everything up in this space. As we step out, let's go ahead and look at the outside. But so far, let me know what you think about the inside and the sleeping capacity in here. That's kind of the biggest thing about this motorhome, is the sleeping capacity that you get is just going to be something you don't find often from a Super C motorhome. Got things here like this, looks like it's a steel step. Yeah, that's a steel step going in and out here. Again, it's lifted. You have the steel rims. And then as we go along this side, let's look at some of the storage bay areas. Open this up. You have storage space through here. This is also where your inverter is at. See, I got all of my equipment for the day in there, so great place for storage with that. Slam latch doors on these. Come back this way, and this is going to be like a composite material here for the storage space in this area. Motion activated light when you open that door as well, so you can see what's going on in there without having to turn the light on. You can see how that light just kind of flicked on when we open that up. More storage through here. So these are all basically just storage areas. This looks like another storage space there as well. And you have a propane quick connect line underneath here. It does have a 10-gallon gas electric water heater. It does have a 3 times per hour recovery rate. So if you have both the gas and electric heating elements on this motorhome, you're able to replenish that 10-gallon water heater supply 3 times per hour essentially. So you still can take long showers in this. You'll have your ladder to get up onto the roof. Backup camera installed there, frameless windows again, and then on the back also get pretty dang good towing capacity with these Super C motorhomes, so this can tow 12,000 pounds there. See your auto leveling system here. You see your fresh water tank is down underneath here, and you can see that heat pad on here. Now they definitely have these heat pads on here to make sure these don't freeze when it's colder outside, because it is exposed down underneath here, but that is going to make sure that you can turn on that electric heat source so that that doesn't freeze. Come back along this way. Slide mechanism on here. It's gonna be like a, so here's the components for it. You can see it's kind of like a rack and pinion style slide right there that's up underneath that flooring. So a very sleek design on that. There is your 50 amp plug-in spot right there. Also roof satellite plugs if you did want to do a satellite, but pretty much no one is doing that these days, as everybody just has their smart devices for their viewing and entertainment. Have your dump valve right there for your tanks, for your black tank. Here's your 2 diesel fuel areas right here on this driver's side. Water connections through here. So whether you're filling your freshwater tank or have a city water connection to the campsite, and your outdoor shower. And then this is where your gray tank will dump right there. And then finally, your generator will be behind here. Let's see if it's locked. Hopefully not. It is not. That's great. Okay, so it's a Cummins 6,000 watt generator, as you can see right there. So Cummins Onan quiet diesel 6,000 watt generator with that. Last thing is your propane and your batteries, plus your DEF fluid, all here in this compartment, right next to the driver's door. Side camera here, and then let's go hop up onto the roof. Whenever I get the chance, I do try to get up there for y'all. See your slide topper already installed there, and then let's go ahead and climb up here. Not too terrible of a big step to get up here, like some other motorhomes may have. All right. So up here you have your 200 watt solar panel. Seals up here look good too. You can see they even paint the side of this to match the side of the coach. And then the most important thing I always look at up here is all the seals. And you can see the seals look really good. It is your job as the RV owner to maintain those seals and make sure over time that you are checking those so that they are not peeling, cracking, or have any sort of spots where water can intrude through there. And that is something you should check as often as you possibly can. There's really no no measure that is going too far to make sure the seals on your roof are in good condition, because that is going to be a spot that is vulnerable to leaks if they are not, and it is your job to make sure that they do not deteriorate over time, because that can and likely will happen. Also looks like up front there are more ports there to plug in solar, so if you want to expand upon the solar capabilities on this, it does have more ports to plug in solar there. Just know that if you're wanting solar to accomplish more on your RV, it is more than just the panels itself. Panels simply are going to charge the batteries, and then the batteries will run through an inverter. So the more capable a battery system is on an RV is going to be mostly determined by the size of the batteries and then what inverter they're running through. So expanding on solar equipment can get pretty pricey because of those additional things you need aside from just the panels themselves. Now that is pretty much everything on this motorhome, so curious what your thoughts are and what you think. And then again, if you are interested in this RV, there's a link down below in the comments and description where you can find over 100 different stores in 33 different states to shop for your next RV with Blue Compass, so go check that out there. And let me know what your thoughts are down below in the comments. That's all I got for y'all. Until next time, live firmly unbound.